Hey everybody, Al Puglisi Trains at Jan Willard's, and as stated on my channel, this is a pre-Black Friday sale, but Jan is not selling his whole brass collection, but just part of it. And Jan has been doing custom work for Howard Zane for years. And Jan, explain exactly what you do real quick as a business.
My business in cars actually takes care of, I start off with sound work, DCC, and brass, primarily brass.
Okay.
I now also do custom work, which involves custom work by a customer, maybe wants to make the locomotive look like one that's actually like the real picture of one. That's a whole different ball game.
Right.
Involves a lot of re-engineering. I do gear work, motor replacement, anything there is, and primarily I do a lot of brass articulate HO scale.
And you put the upgrade can motors.
Well, I use Faulhaber motors, 2024 Faulhaber motors normally in all the engines, and PSC gearboxes in all the repairs that need them.
Oh wow! And your connectors are robust, and
oh
yeah, everything. You do the flickering fireboxes and cab lighting and all kinds of stuff. So let's talk about these guys on the table. There's a big one and a small one. Let me just move this smaller one out of the way real quick, carefully, and let's talk about this big one. What do we have here, Jan?
That's a precision scale L-105. It's a very well built model. Lots of detail, runs well. A really nice model for an articulate. And that actually is a class, let's see, what was that? It had a class number on it too. It's a class L105, right, 4664.
Wow. And it's an absolutely beautiful.
It's in good shape.
Unpainted, and there's virtually no wear on the drivers. It's again, this does not have DCC or sound.
No, it does not.
But it is as pristine as you can find for eye candy, and I have customers that look for pristine brass painted eye candy locomotives, and this is definitely one of those candidates.
Nice backhead on it. Lots of details.
And does this thing got a frame or a can motor? Do you know?
Oh, it's got a can motor in it.
It's got a can motor in it.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't need to replace the.
No, you don't need to replace anything in this.
To make it DCC.
Really just do the work for DCC.
And the price on this one is $9.50. And that now, folks, we ship these United States Post Office priority mail, and the average price for something like this is about $25. That's additional. And Jan will run it and make sure everything runs perfectly on it. And if you want the coupler in the back, you put that in.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah. So now, if you want DCC and sound installed, we recommend having them custom painted first.
You want to get everything done on them that has to be done. Things drilled, have them painted. Then it would come back to me, and I'd put the sound in it. Right. Yeah. That's what I recommend doing.
But this will go to a customer that most likely wants something absolutely pristine to put in his collection, as is.
Sure. It's
a
beautiful model, yeah.
And this one again is $9.50. So let's go to the next one. Let me pause this.
Go ahead.
All right, Jan, let's tell people about this one. This one's made by West Side Model Company.
Yeah.
Is it the same?
L105, yeah. It's their version of the locomotive. This is before the precision scale as far as manufacture. It's the same style. It has an open frame motor in it.
Right.
Could be modified easily enough to put a can motor in it.
Right.
Good detail, very, very good detail. Japanese made. Very, very nice locomotive.
So this is Japanese made, this one? Okay, I know West Side. I didn't know if it was Sam Hongsa or something else.
This is West Side model.
This one's West Side models. And you have the original box is in good shape.
I have to check on the box. I'm not sure about the box.
No, it'll be in a nice box.
Yeah.
And this particular one is a open frame motor, just like you said.
Right.
And it's an open frame motor on this. And this one is how much?
You
All right, let's see. This one is $450.
Right.
All right, this one's not as expensive as the other one. This one's $450. And again, it's a beautiful model. But the other one, again, is a precision scale. It's more high-end.
It's a newer model than this one.
It's a newer model, and it had a can motor and, even more detail. But
Exactly.
for $450, this is no slouch. It's a good price, a good
yeah.
deal. And we guarantee it'll run well. And let me pause.
All right.
All right, folks, this one is left over from last time. I don't know why. It's pristine for those that like to collect gold finish locomotives. This thing is, again, in that category, is incredibly clean piece. You don't see many soldering marks on this or anything. It's super detailed. It's a PFM made by Ski. And original box in good condition. And this thing is, the drivers, there's no wear on it. Again, these are DC. They're not DCC, but they can be converted. Now this one is an open frame motor. This one does not have the back head detail. I checked.
That's wrong. That's wrong.
What's that?
That's correct. That's not correct.
Oh, let me see. All
The
right.
back head has a can motor.
Oh, it does.
Yeah.
Okay, and it has a back head.
Uh-huh.
Okay, I'm thinking of the other one. All right, let's look at it. So this one does have a can motor.
Turn it around once.
And let's turn it around and take a look.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, there's your back head. Okay, I was confusing that with the other one.
And a can motor, right?
And this particular one, we're going to drop the price on this to $450. This was $5, it's $450, and it's going to stay at $450. And it's a very good value, and it runs beautifully. And if we don't sell it, we don't sell it. But it's a gorgeous piece. And I'll go ahead and pause it. And what's interesting, let me show you with the tender. It's a small tender, but it's a real eye candy piece because it's got that little tender on it, and it's Northern Pacific. But this thing should have, what, a 36 radius, you think, maybe, a minimum radius?
36 will be fine. Sure.
32 might be cutting it close.
Might be, but 36 will be fine.
Yeah. And let's go to our final unfinished one for the day. All right, this is our final one in the series of the unpainted ones that Jan has.
Can motor, back head. Yeah.
It's got can motor, back head. We'll take a look at. This is a Rayonier, PFM Rayonier 262. It's $495. It's a great little major eye candy piece. For those of you that want to start a brass collection and want something unique, but don't want to break the bank, for $495, this is an excellent piece. And you can see the drivers have virtually no run wear on them at all. And it can be converted to DCC with sound if that's what you so desire. But again, it'd be a lot of work. But again, this is an as-is beautiful piece. Really interesting smokestack and tender. And let me take a look at the back head. Show you the back head on this. It's got the back head detail. And this concludes what we have for this weekend for the unfinished. And if you want to stay tuned to my channel, please hit the subscribe button, because if you do that, it helps the channel, and you can get notified if you hit the bell icon. It'll send you a notification to let you know when we post. And I'm going to, over the weekend, Saturday or Sunday, post some more of Jan's collection. We've got a couple more locomotives that are custom painted and or, well, they're all custom painted, the ones that we're going to feature. So if you're interested in any of these, contact me at alpug1@verizon.net, and stay tuned to the channel for some more awesome brass coming your way. Thanks for watching.